Hey guys, this is XD40 Lou. So I just wanted to kind of share some old pictures of my old Harley. I miss this bike so much. It's a 2007 Dyna Street Bob that was totaled by an old lady here in Arizona. She ran in front of me, and yeah, so this was the last Harley I ever owned, and yeah, thought I'd share an old retro picture. This was right around 2008, about a year after I bought it and fixed it up. Okay guys, just wanted to show you when you get new axles in, make sure you pack them out. There's like absolutely nothing in there. Maybe a little dab right there. So I usually pack them out with some of this stuff here. Lithium, moly grease, lithium. That's a little better. There's still plenty of room. I probably put about 40%. Once I spin it around, let's see if I can get it. It goes, it'll all fall down in there. There we go. So it's actually not that much, as you can see. But I do put a heck of a lot more than they do. Okay, how's it going, guys? This is XD40 Lou, and although I haven't been able to get outside, it's been pretty busy inside. Finished up a couple of trucks in the last few weeks with the Killer Body Gen 8. Also did some work on the Scx10, and then also on the Traction Founder. So I've got my Rhonda Rousey truck. Now this was a truck that I had a lot of difficulties with on the chassis, but I've finally got it back up and running. And what had happened, just so you guys know, is I let one of the kids in the neighborhood use it, and they used to use it quite a bit, and they beat it up pretty bad. You know, broken drive shafts, broken gears, and that's for you guys that are might be tuning in new. I had to replace a few transmission gears and so on. And then also one of the the gears were completely shot and popped out. The drive shaft popped out. So it was pretty beat up, but I didn't want to give up on this chassis. And it would have been a heck of a lot more expensive to buy another one. Plus, this is my first the Wraith was my first truck that I bought. This was the second one I bought. I was just getting into it, and it was started out as an Endura chassis. And this was my first Lexan body that I worked on. And when I first painted it, it was beautiful. But again, I really have always liked the body, the style of this body. And so I decided to rebuild it and bring her back to life and not give up on it. It's an old truck, but it's a great truck. So, especially now that she's all new underneath. Uh, so I've got some accessories on there, a little bed mat, a little Pat's Blue Ribbon beer, a little fire extinguisher. She's got her own TRX6 RC truck. She taken out. The dash is still pretty clean. Got her skateboard there. So I decided to use the Traxxas Canyon tires on here. Thought it'd be a great truck to use them with. It's a lightweight truck, so yeah. Now let me just take you inside real quick and then we'll call it a night. It did take me a lot of work because the new axles were a little bigger, and where the links and the drive shafts were located off a little bit just kind of threw a lot of stuff off. So I had to kind of redo a lot of stuff in here. So let me take you in closer. Now this chassis is really nice now. There's nothing left of the old Endura, basically, except for the chassis. But I had to redo, put a small battery in here, and this is a 2S LiPo 5000 milliamps, but it has a lot of power in it, but it's small, so that fit better sideways there because I couldn't get the big 2S in here a long way. Just wouldn't fit right, you know. I've got some RC four-wheel drive internals. And the reason I went with the internal instead of the spring is because the tire tends to hit that shock spring because this is a bigger tire than normally goes on this truck. Usually takes a 1.9 smaller one, like about a 110 millimeter, and this is a bigger tire that tracks this. So by doing this internal spring, the tire doesn't hit, and if it does a little bit, it's okay because of the smoothness on there. It's not going to be a problem. See, it's really nice. Okay, so yeah, she's pretty cherry now. New drive shafts. I put a pretty crappy motor in there, but it's a leftover. It's a 45 turn RC four-wheel drive motor. I don't like it much, but I'm going to use it till it burns out, and then I'll put a better motor in it down the road. I got a Hobby Wing 1060 in there. So let me kind of show you the underneath, and then we'll be done. So there's the new axles, the new drive shafts. Got some nice links on there now. So this is really nice Scx10 now. Really nice. And eventually I think I'm going to go to an 80 millimeter shock, a smaller 80 millimeter, to bring her down a little bit more so that the wheels sit a little better. Right now she sits almost like a little monster truck.